insight on how to on how is on how I came about. You know what I'm saying? Making a set of twins with a ulcer, a prison system or whatever, and how that's basically done. You know what I'm saying? How you best do this is real. It's not a hard thing to do. You know, any male or man that's done formed the female before to know how to do it. And with a female, it depends on what you're targeting. You know what I'm saying? If you're targeting contraband, tobacco, reefer, uh, uh, heroin, whatever it is, contraband. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you get close to this female or the male or a male in that situation, you get close to the officer or whatever, or a certain individual, get close to him. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just walk up, well, look, you bring me some cigarettes or you bring me some this and this, that, and other. No. You get close to them, you gain their trust, you gain their confidence. Now, the type of person that you prey on is the type of is those who look like they ain't got the best. You catch the officer coming in with a dirty shirt, dirty work shirt. Cats don't. A lot of cats overlook this type of stuff because it's well, he got a dirty shirt. He just didn't get up and wash it. No, he got a dirty shirt because he ain't got to wash it. He ain't got to dry it. He ain't got the money to go to the laundromat and get it because he's doing something else with his money, which means he needs to make some money. So, well, listen, if you bring me a can of tobacco, which is 9 ounces, 9 ounces out of a can, I'm gonna sell $100 a can, which means you're gonna make $900 off a can of tobacco that you pay at the most $25 for. You know what I'm saying? So you just made an $875 profit off $25. Now, we're gonna continue to do this. Once they see the money is good the first time, they got it. Once they do it once, you got it. Because now you got them in a situation where if you don't do it, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So now they got to do it. Now they got to do it. Until you got officers who leave the joint, go to other joints, and you know what I'm saying? But once you get them, you got them. Now, a female, father female, not a female you prey on is kind of female that don't nobody else pay no attention to. She may not be the best looking. Her shoes may be ran over a little bit. You know what I mean? There ain't nobody paying her no attention or giving no, she ain't getting that attention. So you get close to her. You know what I'm saying? But once you feel the grounds out and you say throw little jugs until you figure out and find out how far you can go. You know what I'm saying? If if a cat walks up to a certain officer that he's been talking to for 2, 3 weeks about anything and say, "You look nice today," she may not be none the wiser of what he's doing. But once you let him get away with that, you look nice without telling him. You can't say that to an officer or bring it to his attention. Then tomorrow he can try something different. Tomorrow is not only do you look nice, you smell good. What kind of perfume you wear? Now she's giving them personal information. Once you start getting personal information, you keep leading to that. What kind of perfume you wear? Where you get that from? Where you buy that from? How much that costs? The next day, the next day is what's your first name or where you from? What part of town you live in? Who is that and other? If I see you with a ring on, if I see a female officer with a ring on and you're married, I'm definitely gonna question that. So you got a husband? How long you been married? This kind of thing leads to other personal information. Any personal information is good information. You know what I mean? Once you start getting the personal information, then you got officers who, in order to give you their personal information, they inquire your personal information. They ask questions. So when they start asking questions, you start asking, you can feed them any kind of story you want. Yeah, I did this, that, and the other. I'm down for murder this, and I did this, and I did that, or I robbed a bank, and this is that, and the other. This type of thing fascinates certain females because they love, quote unquote, a bad boy. So once you got them, you got them. Now it's to the point where what you eat? Can I have some sunflower seeds? I see a lot of officers around here like to eat sunflower seeds. A lot of officers like to eat sunflower seeds. So that's a big thing. And that's easy to get. They figure sunflower seed is nothing. I can eat some sunflower seeds. But if I can get you to give me a sunflower seed, I can get you to bring me some reef. So if I can get you to bring me some reef, I can get you to bring me some cocaine. If I can get some cocaine, I can get some heroin. If I get some heroin, I can get anything in the world. If I can get any drug from you, 9 times out of 10, I can get some sex. Now, like I said, it's a money thing with most officers. You know what I'm saying? If this officer, this female or this male officer knows You can make $875 on $25. And we doing this 3, 4, 5 times. Now to the point where my order gets bigger. I can't use no cigarettes no more. I can't use tobacco no more. I got a bigger order. Look, why don't you bring me a half a pound of weed? You see what I'm saying? That's basically the same weight. And ounces is basically the same weight. But I'm gonna sell a spoon of marijuana for $100. I'm gonna get 35 spoons per ounce. You see what I'm saying? So that's 3,500. 3,500 an ounce. Now, our drug is getting worse, but our money, our profit margin is getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. So the worse the drug get, the bigger the profit margin. Once we move, get the marijuana, we start doing that. We do that a week or two. Now we're gonna move to cocaine. We're gonna do that a time or two. Now we're gonna move to heroin. We're gonna do that a time or two. Now it's got to the point if this is a female officer, when I know I got her to this point, I stop doing everything. Now she's got accustomed to this money coming in, so therefore she needs it and she wants it. I'm no longer there to survive to provide it for her. So look, I'm gonna give you 5,000. Give me give you 5,000. Give me a top plus any of that, you know. And once she go that very first time, she will never deny you again. Remember I said that. He already went with the tobacco and drugs. So how you gonna deny me this? No, you're not gonna do it. What you mean you're not gonna do it? Well, I'm gonna have my people call up here and let what you know what you brought me, and so on and so forth. Now you got her by the neck. Now she has no other choice. You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do with that? That's always a big issue. What are we gonna do with that? How are we gonna do it? It's always somewhere to go. It's always somewhere to do it. Although there's cameras in every corner, there's always a blind spot. Always. I mean, people get stabbed in jail. People have homosexual relationships in jail. So they can do that. Why I can't have a heterosexual one? You know? It's it's real simple. It's basically and a lot of times the drugs and the shit that's in the joints don't come from the officers. Everybody be thinking it's the officers, it's the officers. It comes from other places. Resource people. You know, the churches. You got the church people coming in. I feel like well these are church people, they're not gonna bring drugs to the penitentiary. They need money just like the next man. You know what I'm saying? It's a money thing. They not getting paid to come to the joint and spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day preaching about the Bible, the Holy Quran, you know, the Circle Seven, or any of this. They coming here because they choose to get his time up, and they got family here just like everybody else. Everybody has somebody in jail. Everybody. I don't care how you look. You may not know Uncle Woo out the Bam or cousin Woo Woo that's in jail, but everybody has somebody in jail. You know, and it's like, hey, you this might happen to run into cousin Woo Woo when you get there. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, well, look, I got this at home. Go, you go pick it up and bring it to me. I've taken, I've taken personally, I've taken a pound of marijuana and made it fit into a pack of Newport, a Newport box, a Newport 100 box, and sealed it back up. Dropped it off to an officer who thought he was only bringing me in some cigarettes. Dropped it off to her, gave her $500. She brought it to me. The 500 is for her. I don't need that. I just want the package. Once I got the package, I'm gonna make the money in the joint. In a joint where tobacco is illegal, tobacco is what runs the joint. If you can get it, you can rule the joint. Whether you're gang thief or not, you can be the biggest punk in the joint. If you got the tobacco, then you control the attention. You can have who you want hit, you can have who you want good on, you can get what you want. I mean, I'm not just speaking because I was told to speak. I'm speaking from personal experience. I have a set of twins by an officer of the jail, you know, by also a correctional system. Not only was she an officer, she was a counselor. She went from officer to out from kitchen worker to an officer, from officer to a counselor. You know what I'm saying? So she climbed the ranks and then she met me. She
How
was
old
my
were you at the
counselor.
time?
At the time we met, I was 14 years old. I was 14 years old. I was doing a 6-year bid. Now, we met and we clicked from the gate. I was the bad boy who she needed in her life. And I always asked questions. Always. Always. And one day she asked me a question. Why do you have so many kids when you're so young? And I told her, I answered like a grown man. Or what I thought would have been was a grown man answer. So I fucked with it. She laughed. I knew then. Once she laughed, I got it. It was like, only reason I deal with you is because you got this job. I don't deal with you because I like you or because you're the prettiest thing in the world. Don't get me wrong. It was alright, but you know, I didn't deal with her because of that. I dealt with her because she was an officer because of the situation I was in. And it's the same with any other officer. You're being dealt with because of the situation that this individual is in, not because he really care about you. He don't care about you. I don't care about you. I'm here to do time. You're here to do a job. If I can manipulate you into making my time easier, I'm gonna do it. That's my job while I'm here. You know. So when you're vulnerable, when you're at your weakest, and I feel you're at your lowest, I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break. This is what I do. I mean, is a lot of male officers maybe feeling like, well, that's for female. They can't do that realm. No man, you can be broken. You can be broken too. You know why you can be broken? Because you just bought that sports car that cost you too much money you knew you didn't have. You got the ex-wife, you paying alimony and child support, all this other stuff you paying. You need some money. You need some money. I'm your way out. When all the time you're gonna lose more than you can ever gain dealing with me. It's just that simple. You can never get as much as I'm gonna get. Never. Why would I allow you? Why would I put myself in a situation dealing with you where you can make more than I'm gonna make? That's stupid. I'm still driving on human nature now. Stand over fist, you know? I gotta get mine. You may make a couple $1,000, but you think about it like this. If you made 10,000, I made 20. If you made 20, I made 40. If you made 40, I made 60. If you made 60, I did damn it. Listen, I got 100. That's it. It can be you. I don't need you either. You know? And this is how you know when it's that ultra connected because they always gotta see. They always gotta see. They wanna talk to this certain inmate, but they don't want you around. You know what I mean? Or you see them say they need to see him, but I can't talk to him in front of you. Why can't you? We're co-workers. You know what I mean? I don't have the same thing with the certain inmate. If an inmate walks up to the desk, there's 3 officers at the desk, and the inmate walks up and says, I'll speak with you. And this third officer says, yeah. They walk away from the desk to talk. That alone should arouse some type of suspicion with the other 2 officers at the desk. Why'd you have to go over there and talk to him? You know what I'm saying? Or even if that does happen and that officer don't come back to the desk and repeat what this inmate said, then 9 times out of 10, there's some funny stuff going on. The officers in certain places are there for these reasons. It's officers, it's probably an officer sitting next to you right now who's there watching this and thinking, what he talking about? I'm gonna get this money. And I'm here to tell you, brother, if or sister, whoever you are, if you are that person, you may get a little money, but you gonna get go. You gonna get go. Because when I get my field, it's once I get my run, I'm through. I no longer need you. So why wouldn't I tell my friend about you? I'm on my way home in a week. Why wouldn't I tell my guy? Well, just bringing it, man. Holler at him. And when he approached you and you don't want to go for him, you don't want to run him or get out for him, now he's going to expose you to somebody else. And before you know it, it's very well. Now you're being watched by your peers. Once your peers start watching you, it ignites the suspicion of the power to be. When you just not do that, just leave it alone and do what you came to do. Now, women officers are preyed on more than male officers because they are easier prey. They are. I mean, I was raised by women, man. I have a lot of respect for women, man. I'm the first to admit I really truly believe that women are smarter than men in some senses. But women, you think more with your emotions than men do. And it's like that's like me playing on that. Play on that. I play on emotions. If I feel if you show me any weakness, all is what I'm gonna thrive on. I'm gonna thrive on
When you say weakness, what do you mean by certain weaknesses that you look for?
that. Depression. There's a lot of officers depressed. They when I say depressed, if I walked up, if I see an officer, female officer sitting there, she's supposed to be paying attention to what's going on around her, but instead she's like this. She's not really paying attention to what's going on, and she's not really focused on what's really happening. My first question to her is, what's wrong? If her answer is anything other than I'm all right or nothing, then we're gonna pursue this conversation because you just know the weakness. So then if if I catch an officer bent over, female officer bent over, tying her shoe, anything, and I say something lewd or sexually or anything and get away with it, then I'm gonna pursue that because you just showed a weakness. If if I wink at an officer, a female officer, if I wink at you and you smile, I'm definitely gonna pursue it because you just showed a weakness. You know ain't shit in my eye. You know what I winked at you for. You're not naive. You can't be that naive. Can't be. So I'm gonna pursue it. I may not pursue it strong, just yeah, baby, ooh, no. You know what I'm saying? It's I mean, it's a form of trickery basically. Now don't get me wrong, don't get the wrong idea and think, well, every inmate in the joint is like this and this is what they come to do. No. You got cats that come here to do their time, don't want to bother you, don't want no trouble. You got cats like that. But then you got cats who really, they whole objective all day, every day long is to find a weakness. Nip it in the bud through the day. Stop it. Stop it. You nip it in the bud, then I can't get the messed up perception that you will go. I can't misinterpret those signals as you showing a weakness because you stopped it. If I walk up to you and start talking to you, start conversating about anything, whatever it may be, and it's not Department of Correction, Department of Correction orientated or whatever our conversation is not Department of Correction orientated, then and you don't stop me, look, I'm busy. Or I don't know, officer sergeant. I don't know, actual lieutenant. Any of that, and you let me keep going and keep going and keep going and keep digging and digging deeper, then I'm gonna keep digging and digging deeper. It's like if you allow it to happen, it will happen. But one thing for certain, two things is sure. It can't happen if you don't allow it to. If you don't want it to happen, it can't happen. If you stop, look, it's not going to nip it in the bud right away, it's over with. It's a dead issue, it's a done issue. But if you allow it to happen, it will definitely. I've seen it happen to the best. I mean, I was in one said county jail. Well, we start from the beginning. On a Friday, so Friday night, I'm in the strip club after the ball. Saturday night, we back to the same strip club after the ball. Sunday, we didn't go. We ended up doing something else and went, messed around and went to jail. Monday morning, we woke up in jail. This same stripper who was dancing for me Friday and Saturday is an officer in this jail. So I automatically think, oh yeah, well, that hurt. I approached her and I tried. And the first thing she said is, what I do when I'm not on department time is my business, none of yours. So, if you don't concern what's going on here now, I don't even want to talk about it. It's the same woman that gave me a lap dance 2 days ago. But she's in this situation. She's happy for okay, fine. I know you ain't gonna go. Let me sit up both of you. And I left her alone. That's that. She planned to do her job. She can't do nothing but honor that. So, and it may sound crazy. They don't teach this in academy or wherever they make officers at. Whatever sergeant drops off the officers, he don't give these instructions before he drops you off. So a lot of officers don't know. But when you get here in the lion's den, this is what you got to deal with. You got to deal with cats like me. You got to deal with convicts who gonna do what they do to survive, gonna do what they do to live. You got to deal with slick talking parents.
So if you're an inmate in a county jail you've never been to before, and you have it in your mind that you want to set up a staff member, whether it's for sex, whether it's for contraband, whether it's for money on your books, who are you going to target first? What kind of specific body language are you going to look for in this person? And is you going to start with young female staff members? Are you going to start with older male staff members? What is the process that you use
The
when
younger
you're
the
starting it
better.
out?
The younger the better. The younger the better. The younger the better. Because the younger, the younger female, with me, it'll be a younger female because I can kind of, you know, I've been told, I'm you got that charisma, you got that personality that draws people to you. So I'm gonna go for the younger female, and what I'm gonna look for the young, timid one. If she's confident, if she comes in and she's confident, head held high, she's headstrong, well, I'm gonna stay the hell away from her because she's gonna be hard to break. If I'm in this type of situation, I don't have time to be trying to find the one that's hard to break. I need the one that's gonna crack immediately. You see what I'm saying? So basically, I'm gonna look for the young, timid, the shy, quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it hurt. Now, I got, I got a few brothers in the same situation with me, and if they was in this situation, they get out just how I get out. If they was in this situation, they're gonna go for probably a younger male style who they can intimidate, who they can threaten. You know what I'm saying? They can put the muscle down on. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, a lot of people feel like a lot of officers may feel, well, I'm an officer. I got the officers behind me, but I'm gonna get a good 3 minutes with your ass before they get here. And I've seen cats make an officer really feel this. Before they get here, I'm gonna get a good 3 minutes with them. If I can get that radio before you press that button, I'm gonna get a little longer than that. So you need to get on top of your business. And this officer may just be that scared that he goes. But with me, I'm gonna pick the young female officer who I know I can talk it out of. You know what I mean? I ain't with all that pressure because in the end, when it's all over, if if this female officer can't go say, well, he threatened me because I never threatened. He can't say, well, he told me if I don't do this, that I never tell you that. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk with the way I'm gonna talk to you. You gonna feel like well, it's just a conversation. You see what I'm saying? Or you may feel well.
You mentioned something as simple as a dirty shirt being a kind of a tell or a signal towards you that maybe this is somebody that I can work on. What other kind of physical and body language kind of things do officers do that really just tell you this is someone I know I can get, this is someone at least I'm going to make a good effort on?
They're groomings. They're groomings. Groomers. If you got to also come to work and I'm gonna show you a prime example. Prime example. You got 9 sisters, and they earn a lot when I was growing up. Now, I done wore a pair of pants today, and my sister wanted to wear my pants tomorrow. I don't wear these pants today, and they dirty. We don't got no wash machine. So instead of her trying to wash them or anything, she would just, well, I'm just gonna re-iron them and wear them. And when you do that, they time. You see what I'm saying? So you walk down the hall and you see an officer with that sign on the pants, which means pants are dirty. This person just ironed them pants to come in with them on. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, fine. That means this person's not taking care of their hygiene. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, if your hygiene don't matter, if you don't take care of yourself, you don't keep yourself managed, you know what I'm saying? You don't keep your appearance up, then, something's wrong somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the ones with the shabby haircuts, the female also with the nails done, but 2 or 3 nails missing or chipped, or that type of thing. You look for that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The officer, um, it may sound crazy, but if it's a male officer, if he don't wear a watch, I'm gonna fire. I know.
I'm wearing a watch.
If you don't wear a watch, I'm gonna fire. And a lot of people would say, why would you say that? Because if you don't wear a watch, time don't matter. You see what I'm saying? Time doesn't matter. And if time doesn't matter to you, that means you'll do so. You see what I'm saying? I honestly believe that. I don't wear a watch. I right now I got 2 watches in myself. I don't wear them though because time doesn't matter to me. Time doesn't matter to me because I'm doing plenty of it. You see what I'm saying? So if I see you without a watch on, that to me that means time don't matter. So if time don't matter to you, that means you will do something, which means you will try something. So I'm gonna go put something in your ear and see what kind of response I get. You know what I'm saying? But it's always about that initial response. You see what I'm saying?
So any kind of staff member, be it male, female, old, young, as long as they come to work, they do their job, they act professionionally, they show a confidence about themselves, that's somebody you're most likely, not always true, but will not attempt to set up on.
Yeah, that's the problem they fuck away from, honestly.
So it's about how an officer or a jail administration member, a church resource person, as long as it's how they carry themselves, it's the amount of confidence they have in what they're doing,
Exactly.
and it's about them nipping it in the bud and shutting it down right when it's happening that tells you not happening on this one.
Exactly. Like I said, man, cats gonna either do easy time, they're gonna do hard time. I choose to do easy time. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I can find a goat to ride around here, ride that motherfucker. Ride it. You can't expect nothing else. If I find somebody want to give up they umpteen, 100,000, $1,000 a year career, then hey, that's on them. I mean, it's on them. I'm not getting paid a dime to be here. I'm not getting paid nothing to be here.
How prevalent would you say this is throughout the states where you've done time? Is this something that happens
Oh,
all the time? Is it, few and far between?
man, this is a regular thing, man. This is a regular thing, man. This is not nothing that, this ain't nothing that happens today and don't happen for another 10 years. This is a regular thing. In every point I've ever been to, everywhere, there's somebody fucking somebody. Right now, here, there's somebody fucking somebody. You know what I'm saying? I may not know who or may not know where, and you know what I'm saying. We may not know where or who or what's going on, but believe me, it's
Some inmates will attempt a setup by using their physical presence, by using intimidation, but for the most part, it's using charm, it's using compliments, it's using those types of things to try and get more and more personal info, because at the root of every setup is personal info, correct?
more I know about you, more control I have. You know what I'm saying? You can get on the computer and find out damn near anything about me, but me, I can't do that. So everything I know about you, you had to tell me. So when it's all over with, because it's gonna end. It's never gonna go forever. It's gonna end, and it's all over with. And we talk, and they come to me and say, "Well, this is what we got, and this is that, and the other." I got to save myself, and in order to do that, I can say, "Well, how I know she's married with two kids. She lives on the north over here, the north side, and you know she got a little car, her sister name, and you know how do I know all this? You see what I'm saying?" And any investigative officer that knows yeah, tell him. So maybe what you're telling us ain't what it is. You see what I'm saying?
So you're looking for problems with money, problems with kids, problems with marriage, uh, death in the family recently, anything, any kind of problem, or problems with self-esteem, depression, anything like that.
Exactly.
You're going to pick up on, and that's going to be who you're going to target.
Exactly. That's what we pray.
Okay. Thank you very much.